Alright, today this video's for all of y'all CTS lovers out there. Uh, I was wanting to get a car where I can just do a little work to, you know, and I thought the CTS was a good car to get because it's nice, got this nice body style. It's a 2004. Now the 2003 to 2007 all have the same body style, and this one was in really good shape when I saw it, and the price was $1,700, but it had a lot of issues, and I figured I'll take my time and fix it up. So in this video, it's mainly to solve the speedometer issue that some people are having with their speedometers not working. When I first got this vehicle, it had all the lights was on. The windshield wiper was, working all the time, and heard a little bit of grinding in the back wheel. And I knew the speedometer wasn't working, but I figured, it'll be something simple. Only thing I didn't know, it was going to take me forever to find that something simple. Now, first thing I did was I changed the wheel bearing sensor, because I figured, hey, if one of those are bad, it could affect the speedometer. And plus it was grinding anyway, so it needed to be done anyway. I put some new wheel bearings on the back, on the rear, both sides. Then, of course, I put all new brakes on. But then I took my own meter and to verify that the wiring for the speed sensors was working properly, and it was. So, okay, but I still got a whole bunch of lights. It's crazy. I changed my module in the windshield wiper. That fixed that. Still, lights is crazy in here. So, all the ABS, the brake, the traction control lights, all of that. So, I ordered me a ABS brake module. I put that in there. That got rid of the brake and the ABS lights, went away, but I still had the traction control light still going on. So I changed it's a sensor in here for the steering wheel column. I changed that. It didn't fix it, but I changed it. So in the process of me driving it around with no speedometer, I believe I messed the transmission up because it didn't know how fast I was going. And that was one of my next steps anyway. The vehicle speed sensor is inside the transmission. It would have cost me $450 to change the speed sensor, but since the transmission failed, I just went ahead and got a used transmission for $300. Had somebody put it in for $300, $600. A new vehicle speed sensor, different one, anyways. Still, same problem. Speedometer not working. So I'm researching, and I'm like, well, maybe it's the computer, the ECM. So I ordered me an ECM and put it in. It had to be key reprogrammed and stuff. I was having problems reprogramming the key. Eventually, I got tired. I just sent it to the shop. They reprogrammed it, made sure computers was talking to each other and stuff, but the speedometer still wasn't working. It was like, well, maybe we found some grounding issues, it probably messed your speedometer up. Well, I got me another speedometer, still didn't work. At this point, I'm getting fed up. I'm thinking, man, this car can't be a lemon, you know? So eventually, I ended up finding the solution to the problem. If you ever have this problem, this should be the first thing you look at. Could save you a ton of headaches. Alright. Now, I read this one comment. This guy, he literally did everything that I've just explained. And speedometer still wasn't working. And a guy responded, hey, check behind your battery. Sometimes, you know, a rodent could get back there, or animal make a nest and chew on some wires. Well, I thought it was a long shot, but what I did was I said, let me go ahead and check it. Now my battery's right here. You got this cover right here, but connected to this cover is 2 wiring harnesses. And so I pulled it apart, took apart the 2 wire harnesses, and realized that I had 2 broken wires. Those 2 broken wires. Now, when I got the car, it was sitting in some car lot with a lot of other junk cars. So it was no telling, you know, if anything got up in there. But the point is, I found 2 broke wires. So I just went to the junkyard, got another wiring harness and spliced it together, connected it, hooked it up, started the car, drove it off, and the speedometer was working. It was going up and down beautifully. So now all I gotta do is probably, you know, just give it a nice little tune up or whatever, spark plugs, coils, whatever. But it runs beautifully. I'm gonna start it up. Engine sounds good. I think I got a steal on this. Overall, I didn't put a whole lot of money in it, but I put a whole lot of time. Started it up. Runs nice. The inside was in pretty good shape. Got a lot of pollen on the car right now, but overall, I think I did pretty good. Got a nice little project. If you come back here, you know, these style Cadillacs, they're missing this piece right here. I was missing that. Found a good deal. Was able to get that for like 75 bucks. Dealer is gonna cost you a whole lot more, but I think I got a pretty good, you know, deal, you know, considering it was a simple fix. It just took me forever. But that's for all y'all CTS lovers out there that like to work on these cars. I also like pulling up YouTube videos and watching information how to keep up the car, CTS models. Another thing I wanted to point out too, my shifter. It was clanking, making a lot of noise. So when they went to, you know, do the transmission thing, they hooked me up. They was able to cut a little piece of rubber, use it as a washer in between the little ball joints on the shifter, so that way it just shifts nice and smooth, don't make that clanky noise anymore. And they do make products out there that'll take care of that as well, but mechanic hooked me up. Other than that, that's all I gotta say. Feel free to share this information with anybody else. Thank you.